पहले फलदायक, सबसे पहले फलदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरे नाम को जिसने ध्याया, उस पर रहती सुख छाया। तेरे नाम को जिसने ध्याया, उस पर रहती सुख छाया। मेरे रोम रोम अंतर में एक तेरा रूप समाया। मेरे रोम रोम अंतर में एक तेरा रूप समाया। तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने, तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने। शिव पार्वती के बालक, शिव पार्वती के बालक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, 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 जय गणपति वंदन।
जन्मदिन आयो आदि शक्ति का, स्वर्ण दिन आयो निर्मल भक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो आदि शक्ति का, स्वर्ण दिन आयो निर्मल भक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो धरती अंबर झूम के गायो, छाया है रंग मस्ती का। जन्मदिन आयो आदि शक्ति का, स्मरण दिन आयो निर्मल भक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो हम मंगल गान, माँ चरणों में करे प्रणाम। सब गाए हम मंगल गान, माँ चरणों में करे प्रणाम। आशीष मांगे भक्ति का, आशीष मांगे भक्ति का, आशीष मांगे मुक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो आदि शक्ति का, स्मरण दिन आयो निर्मल भक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो नजारा शक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो आदि शक्ति का, स्मरण दिन आयो निर्मल भक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो धनुष की घटा छाई गगन है। इंद्र धनुष की घटा छाई गगन है। निरानंद में सहज मगन है, निरानंद में सहज मगन है। स्वागत करते आदि शक्ति का, स्वागत करते आदि शक्ति का, आदि शक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो आदि शक्ति का, स्मरण दिन आयो निर्मल भक्ति का। जन्मदिन आयो आदि शक्ति का, स्मरण दिन आयो निर्मल भक्ति का। la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Jai Shri Mataji, respected brothers and sisters from the global Sahaj family. Salam sejahtera dari Malaysia. A very warm welcome from Malaysia. As we celebrated Shri Mataji's 99th glorious birthday yesterday, we still have the feeling, the mood to celebrate her Shri Mataji's birthday every day. And thus, we humbly bow down to Shri Mataji with our hands folded in the center of our hearts and with complete reverence. We, your children from across the world, humbly seek your permission, blessings, guidance, and protection to have our global online meditation today. It is only by your divine grace, Shri Mataji, that we are able to gather every week to worship your holy lotus feet collectively. We will always remain indebted to you for all your blessings, especially for giving us our self-realization and helping us sustain it thus far. We continue to pray to you to give us all your blessings so that we are able to grow deeper in our spirituality and along the way be your humble divine instrument. We pray, Shri Mataji, that Vishwa Nirmala Dharma will grow and will spread to every nook and corner in this world. Shri Mataji, we also pray for peace, for love, joy, and tranquility to prevail in this entire universe forever and ever. Shri Mataji, our only desire is to please you and to be one with you and to ascend in our spirituality. Shri Mataji, our humble salutations to you, to your lotus, holy lotus feet, again and again from all your children across the world. Today, brothers and sisters, we have a very beautiful sister, Sister Ruby Singh, originally from Ranchi, Jharkhand. Yuan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Today, brothers and sisters, we have a very beautiful sister, Ruby Singh, originally from Ranchi, Jharkhand in India. She's been in Malaysia for the last 13 years. She's been practicing since 2013. She's been a very interesting sister. She's a teacher too, a good friend, a good sister to me and to the KL collective. Very dynamic in many ways. So let's put our hands together and welcome our sister, Ruby Singh, to lead the session today. Sister Ruby?
Yes, hi. Hi, Maheshwari Didi. Thank you so much for introducing me in such an amazing way. Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. I'm really glad and happy and very, very thankful that I got this opportunity to have this wonderful session with all of you. Special thanks to Maheshwari Didi for always giving me that extra push, much needed for me. All right, so in today's session, we'll just go ahead and take the wonderful blessings of Shri Mataji, because during her birthdays, they say that, you know, the flow of vibrations is much, much more in the environment. So everyone, let us all collectively raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Today, in the beginning of our session, we'll just try to humble down, try to watch ourselves, where we are, how further we need to go. We'll just first watch our heart and see how open our heart is to receive all the blessings which Mother gives us in our everyday lives. We'll just try to open our heart by taking few nice deep breaths. All of you, I want you all to take a deep breath in. Hold your breath at your heart center and gently breathe out. This breathing techniques opens the heart chakra. Let's go for one more deep breathing. Everyone, let's take a deep breath in. Hold your breath and slowly breathe out. Let us all gently close our eyes and take our attention to our root chakra, the Muladhara. In the beginning of all the sessions, let us all bow down to the master of all chakras, Shri Ganesha. Attention on the central Muladhara. Mother, verily you are Sakshat Shri Ganesha. Today I pray you, O Shri Ganesha, O giver of innocence, please help us, please protect us, and please forgive us. Please fill our entire being with the qualities of purity and innocence. Please make us so pure and so innocent that we can become worthy of your attention, as our only desire is to please you. We'll all collectively take Mahaganesha Sakshat Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahaganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Keep your attention on the central Muladhara. Let's try to meditate there for a while. Slowly from the Muladhara, let us raise our attention to our Nabhi Chakra. In today's world, because of the imbalances in the Nabhi, we are having so many disturbances, war going on. Let us collectively pray here for a strong, wonderful, satisfied Nabhi, not only for us, but for the entire world. Shri Mataji, please give us satisfaction and contentment on our Nabhi Chakra. Mother, with your blessings, I am absolutely satisfied. Mother, you are the one who takes care of all the welfare, all my family, all my financial problems. If you have any kind of problems going on, just leave it at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji. Mother, I leave all the problems at your lotus feet. Let us all surrender all the negativities, all the problems which hinder our growth at the lotus feet of our Holy Mother. Shri Mataji, with your blessings, I am satisfied. Mother, please help us manifest the dignity of the Spirit. We'll take the Lakshmi Narayan Sakshat for the central Nabhi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lakshmi Narayan Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Slowly we'll take our attention on our Bhavasagara. Shri Mataji, please establish the essence of knowledge into our Bhavasagara. Shri Mataji, please establish the essence of all the holy scriptures. please establish the essence of all the 10 commandments within my Bhavasagara. Shri Mataji, please establish dharma within me. Shri Mataji, please take away all the problems which hinder my growth to achieve the Guru Tattva within me. Shri Mataji, please establish my Guru principle. We'll all take Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let's meditate on the Nabhi and Bhavasagara for a while. Slowly we'll raise the attention on our Agya Chakra. Here we pray, Mother, bless me with the qualities of Shri Jesus Christ. Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive all my thoughts. I forgive all the problems. I forgive everyone, including myself. Mother, please open my Agya so that I can enjoy the bliss of Nirananda. By keeping your attention on the Agya, we'll say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. From the Agya, gently take your attention on your Sahasrara. Mother, please establish the bliss of self-realization on our Sahasrara. Mother, please take us into the state of meditation. We'll try to settle our attention there. We'll go into meditation for a while, followed by a speech of Shri Mataji. Then we'll have some wonderful bhajans later on. Bhaiya, we can start the speech now.
इस प्रकार आप लोगों का ये प्यार देख करके मेरा हृदय भर आया। और ये सोच करके कि प्यार कितनी बड़ी शक्ति है, जिससे इतने लोग आकर्षित होते हैं और आनंदित होते हैं। ये बड़ी आश्चर्य की बात है। इस कलयुग में प्यार का महात्म्य इतना तो किसी ने नहीं देखा। मैं तो आप
Bhaiya, if you're having problems, can I share my screen? I can share from YouTube if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, give me.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. All this being said on my birthday really embarrasses me, because it's all being already scheduled. It was all timed out. It had to happen this way. And the time has come now that this whole world has to take to global understanding. Human beings, I was surprised, are how anxious in those difficult times to get to the truth. Because very difficult to carry on with the truth when there's untruth all along. And the way people get after you when you talk of truth is also a very hazardous task. To fight them, those who are just always bowing to cruelties, to untruth, to aggressiveness. These are all self-destructive elements. Also, we have other self-destructive elements within us, like drinking, smoking, we can say also other things like drug taking. But people do it. Just they do it. Not that they don't know, but they just do it because of the influence of the time. And that is what is the Kali Yuga, where we destroy ourselves and try to destroy others and have a kind of a funny temptation for this. Not only that, also we enjoy all this cruelty, all this aggression we enjoy. Now when we say that the Kali Yuga is over, we should know something about Kali Yuga. Kali was one of the deities who was supposed to bring in Kali Yuga and all the problems of Kali Yuga. Firstly, it creates illusions, Bhranti. It creates illusions. People will not understand who is a real person, who is an unreal person. So we have many false gurus, as you know. We have many false propagandists. We have many people who talk big, but there's nothing in them. This is one type of a Bhranti that Kali Yuga creates. Once it so happened that Nala and Damayanti too were in love with each other. They were husband and wife. And Damayanti was separated from Nala by this horrible thing called Kali. This Kali fellow has been doing this kind of work, is to create problems in the minds of people, disturbing families, disturbing nations, disturbing all the good wishes and the good feelings among human beings. So once this gentleman, what we call Kali, was caught up by Nala, the one who hated him. And Nala said that, why don't you allow me to kill you? You should be killed because you are such a horrible person. You create such Bhranti, you create such problems for people. He said, if you want to kill me, you can kill me, but first listen to my importance, to my Mahatmya. What is your Mahatmya? What is your importance? He said, my importance is that when I'll come on this earth, when I'll rule on this earth, I know there will be Bhranti, there will be chaos, there will be problems, but people will be so much fed up with that they will seek the truth. And those people today who are going to the hills and dales to find out the truth will be there as ordinary human beings, as householders, and they will find the truth. Definitely they'll find the truth. It has been already predicted by Kali himself. So, as you see, lots of chaos is there, lots of problems are there, and when you see people, you can't understand how such people who are educated, intelligent, supposed to be at the helm of affairs, can go about with wrong ideas, with wrong things. The problem is this Kali Yuga. This creates this funny situation in our lives. Firstly, it creates a situation where a person starts thinking he's very insecure and he must take to some way of protecting himself. And then where he goes to is the place where he'll be destroyed before he knows even that he'll be destroyed. The second point is that we have a great sense of jealousy. That sense of jealousy is even more heightened by this Kali Yuga. We feel jealous for everything, which shows our inferiority complex, or I don't know what it is. But we start feeling jealous, and out of jealousy we start hating people without any rhyme and reason. So many countries have this problem. It's at the top politicians, they indulge into this kind of a hatred for other people, without understanding what is the achievement of the other person is, how he has achieved, and why should I be jealous. Then we have another thing is, apart from that is, which is the worst thing, as Krishna has said, is the temper. Hot-tempered people, you see, cannot see the truth, because at the slightest provocation they become hot-tempered and start hitting others and beating others or saying horrible things which should not be said. Now this is another criteria for every Sahaja Yogi to know how far he is out of this sense of krodha, is the anger. To be angry shows that you have no peace within, and that you get angry for just to attack another person, which is not necessary. Even keeping quiet, you can be very much effective. There's a story about Chinese people, that in China there was a fight going on between some people, and they said, let's have the cocks fight for us. So they had a cock fight. So one fellow took a cock to a Zen fellow, and he said that, what should I do if this cock has to fight? And he said that, very simple. You teach the cock to be absolutely quiet. He said, I can't do that. He said, all right, give me the cock. And he taught the cock how to be quiet, whatever is happening, whosoever is attacking him. When he went into the arena, many cocks started attacking him, and he was just standing quietly, watching at everyone. This settled the thing, because everybody ran away, and they thought he's such a powerful thing, he's not saying anything. So, not attacking, not reacting, that we achieve anything. Actually, reaction is a very great enemy of human beings, that we react to everything. We should not react. We should just become silent. And then this power which I tell you about is the power of Param Chaitanya acts. If you want to react, all right, it says go ahead. But if you leave it and you just become quiet, silent, it acts. It acts so well. It can act sitting down here, it can act somewhere else. It is such a tremendous power. It is such a effective power. It is such an understanding, knowledgeable power, and above all, it loves. It loves you. So when this power comes into existence, in a way, I would say it has been always existing, but when effective, in the Krita Yuga, it is effective. By that, you will be amazed how things happen. Everybody tells me, Mother, this miracle has taken place, that miracle has taken place. So I know it's not miracle, it is Param Chaitanya which is doing all the work, all the beautiful things, which is trying to help you and trying to suggest its love. You see, it is something we can't see, something we cannot conceive with this mind, but it is beyond the mind that it works. I was surprised in Russia especially. I had to face the scientists. Then the scientists were so much equipped, so much deep, and they understood so well. Even in a place called, you can call it a place of great learning, one of the oldest universities, St. Petersburg University. There also, I don't know what made they gave me the highest reward. For what? I didn't know. But they said, you are even higher than science. So this they called as cognitive science. They gave a name as cognitive science. So Mother, your all knowledge is of cognitive science. Only thing is, if I tell you something, then you can verify it. The scientist can verify it. Everybody can find it out if it is so or not. But if you put this test to all these false gurus, you will see that they don't have any scientific basis. They have no way of giving you any explanation as to why this is happening or what is happening. I had to face all of them all over the world, and I was surprised they recognized me. And they said, Mother, this is cognitive science, and like that, they gave me everywhere, they gave me awards and things like that. I never knew what cognitive science is, but this is the knowledge that you get beyond your mind. With your mind you get is your biased, maybe full of jealousy, maybe full of anger. But beyond the mind, when you get this knowledge, that is absolute. Nobody can challenge it, absolute knowledge. And if you see this model, from the right side to the left side, it will look like a swastika. I made a model for them to show them. And if you see it from the left side on the right side, it will be Om written down. And if you see from down upward, it is a cross. That means Sri Ganesha, who is on Muladhara, incarnates as Christ. So they made a picture, they made a model, the scientists, and they found out that what I said is true. And this model really can be shown. I mean, one of them is like this, that whatever you know, whatever you say, should be verified by even scientists. I do not discard science. Science is amoral, whatever you may say. But once they come to Sahaja Yoga, these scientists, they just get transformed. But scientists in other countries, I don't know about our country, in other countries have reached such a state that they want to know what is beyond. All of them come to India. Why? Why don't they go to Japan? Why don't they go to China? Why don't they go to America? To find the truth, they come to India. So in India, this cognitive science existed long time back, of which we are not aware. Like I must say, Indians suddenly became very westernized after independence somehow. All Gandhiji's ideas and everything was put on the shelves. So we didn't know what was so great in our country. Such a great sampada, such a great power existed in this country, and they knew so many things about some things that science do not know. Now it is for science to find out whatever they have said is true or not. I have seen this. It's very simple. If you really know the truth and you tell a scientist, he'll get after it and he'll work it out. It's not one example, there can be hundreds I can give you, where I've told them something, they said, all right, you verify. You find out by your scientific methods. And they found it. They found it. There's so many ways of finding it out you have in science. But they don't know what to find. They are just going on in this one, that one. They are going to the moon, they are going to this thing. That's not the way. First you find out what you have to find and then see if it is there or not. I was surprised in the West, though we call them very much sort of advanced and all these things. But as far as spirituality is concerned, they are nowhere. Their cognitive science faculty is very poor compared to us. But our also is zero, because we have all become westernized now. All our ideas are westernized, and we take all the knowledge from outside. And even those who want to do something about Indian culture and all that, they are so small, they are so incapable of telling them what it is. It has nothing to do with a fundamentalist idea, nothing of the kind. But it is a fact, it's the truth, it's the reality, which they don't know themselves. They just want to proclaim the Bharatiya Sanskriti, Indian culture, but there is nothing like that. Because unless and until you are a realized soul, and you have reached that state. Till then, you do not know anything about the mysteries of Param Chaitanya. So for every Indian, it is very important to take to Sahaja Yoga. Also for all the people all over the world. Everywhere, as she told you about Russia, the conditions very bad. But still, I must say the Sahaja Yogis are very much happy there. When I was there once, there was this coup was on. And everybody was worried, and we saw lots of tankers passing this thing. And so I asked these Russian Sahaja Yogis, they are more than, I think, 1 lakh, much more than 1 lakh, I don't know how many they are. So they asked them, aren't you worried? What is happening in your country? He said, Mother, we are not. I said, why? Because we are in the kingdom of God, why should we worry about Russia? You see, this also is a temperament that changes. And a person doesn't tell lies, but he really feels that way. And that's how he gets rid of all these nonsensical ideas of religion, caste, nation, this, that. It separates human beings from human beings. But artificially, you cannot join them. Many people start talking, no, we should not have all these different things. We should have one. You can't have. Because temperamentally human beings are not made like that. See, we had a little discussion there in Italy with other religious groups. And they said, we don't want one religion, one global religion, we don't want. I said, why? Because you want to fight, that's why. Why you don't want one religion? One religion is that you are a human being and you are a wonderful human being and that you can be one with the divine. This is your religion which is promised and has to work out. But they wouldn't accept. But the people are changing. They are transforming themselves so fast that I am surprised. In a country like Turkey we have 2,000 Sahaja Yogis. And they are converting so many. So all these funny ideas that all these priests, mullahs and all those have created are going down. And what is coming up, even we have lots of these people in India, panditas and shastras and this and that. They don't know anything, I would say, because unless and until they feel the Param Chaitanya, their all talking is baseless. So all these problems which are created by fighting, by aggressiveness, showing off or whatever you may call, can be corrected with Sahaja Yoga because your attention goes beyond the mind. You go beyond the mind. This Agya Chakra opens and you go beyond the mind and then you are one with this divine power. Once you are with divine power, how it works for you in small ways. I mean, you all have experience, you are all Sahaja Yogis, so I need not tell you. But everyone can tell so many examples by which he knows that it's the Param Chaitanya which has worked it. So first and foremost thing of every seeker of truth who is a real person is to first get self-realization. That is the essence of spirituality all over the world. Even if you read Bible, if you read Quran, nobody has read them. That's the best part of it. And they are trying to say things which are very shameful, which are not there, and they are fighting for that. With all these things, they have helped us very much to show that the essence of all these religions is one, and out of that will, one day people will take to self-realization. Once they take to self-realization, then they have to grow. Once they have grown into it, they can see, all of you know, you are all Sahaja Yogis sitting here, you know how much you have gained and how much you have achieved. So, to give me the credit, I don't know, it's not really true, because we had great saints in some country, great saints in this country, in every country. You know, we had Sufis in so many countries. They all have tried to say that take your self-realization. know thyself. They all have said the same thing, know thyself. But nobody is doing that. That's a different point. But actually all those who were realized souls, whether they were from a Muslim religion or a Hindu religion or a Christian religion, any religion in any country, if they were realized souls, they said the same. Because truth is the same. They said the same thing, ki first know thyself. And then you will know the truth. So this is the essence of our life, that we have to know ourselves. Once we know ourselves, you are beyond everything, because what happens that you become like an ocean becomes in this ocean, like a drop becomes in the ocean. How it disappears. In the same thing it will happen. And once it happens, you will be surprised that you are really one with everyone. Who is the other? You are one with everyone. That's how we find in Sahaja Yoga. It's many people say it's a big charisma, it's a big this thing. Nothing of the kind. You have your own kundalini, you have own possibility of becoming self-realized. Now that is the blessing of Kali Yuga. In the Kali Yuga this was going to happen, and that's what it is happening. That's why thousands of you are getting realization. Before only one would get from one person. And those gurus were also very strict, they would not give it to some ordinary person. They used to take them to task and judge them first, and then they would give realization. But in Sahaja Yoga, we don't do it. You just have to get into Sahaja Yoga, that's all. Now, as it is, I am surprised that how intellectuals and this and that try to find faults without knowing that they don't know anything. They have to become self-realized people. Then whatever they will do, that will be definitely very constructive, very helpful, and peace-giving, harmony-giving to the whole society. But first of all, it has to be within you. If it is not within you, how can you give it to others? I have been watching how Sahaja Yoga has grown from one person to all these, so many of them. And we have so many others in other countries also. This all has shown that the time has come for the whole world to change. And this transformation is the most important thing what we should aim at. Forget about everything. Forget about politics, economics, this, that, but get transformation. Once you are transformed, you know how to do the right thing, how to do the things that will help you and the society. All this you already have seen in your life, and whatever is happened is none of my only effort, but there have been so many who have been doing this. Only, if you can say anything, is me, is that I found out a way by which en masse realization can. Many people can get it, because any discovery, supposing there's electricity and if it cannot be used en masse, it is useless. So that's the only thing I've been able to achieve in my life, that en masse realization can be given. And that has happened, as you know very well. It's very simple. And once one person gets realization, he can go and give realization to others. Now first they were telling me, Mother, we are in 70 countries working. Now they are telling me we are in 80 countries. How? Somebody went there and he did in that country, went there, he did in that country. So just imagine how simple it has become. How simple it is for me. At this age I can't go to 70, 80 countries, but it has passed there, it has gone there, it has given the blessings of the divine. So while you are here, you should know here only we had Nizamuddin, Awliya Nizamuddin was here, and here we had Damdam Sahib. All these were great saints. And they talked of love, they talked of understanding, but talk becomes talk for them because the others who are listening have no understanding about it. So we are recipient of their blessings, their beauties and their greatness is only when we are Sahajogis, or we are realized souls. So I bless you all with all my heart and with all my soul, and I have been trying to work out in a way that I was surprised in America it is spreading so fast. Otherwise all the false gurus have been to America. But now it is something great that is happening suddenly. So I told them I'll come and stay in America for about two months at least for their satisfaction. Now, staying anywhere is not so important. What is important is that people should understand. They should humble down and they should know, no, we have to know the truth. If once this humility comes in, it will work out. It will work out on any person, anyone, whatever may be the caste, religion, race, makes no difference. So may God bless you again and again, and I bless you from my heart. Thank you very much for this felicitation.
On the 21st of March 1923, a baby girl was born in a Christian family. Her mother had spared a tiger in the wild, for she knew she bore a special child. The day came for her to take her birth, and all the angels gathered round the earth. The sun shone bright and the moon that night was radiant in the babe's pure light. Shri Nirmala, mother of the one whom all true prophets declared would come, clothed with the sun and the moon at her feet, she gives the love and the light we seek. She grew up with wisdom's might. She marched for freedom, the people's right. She defied injustice, even torture bore. She came down to end all war. On the 5th day of May 1970, on Argol beach under a sorrow tree, a primordial furnace swirled through her brain. Grace cascaded like torrential rain. Shri Nirmala, mother of the one whom all true prophets declared would come, clothed with the sun and the moon at her feet, she gives the love and the light we seek. She knew the time had come for her to show how love can heal the earth, to comfort and redeem the children of the light. From her hands flowed the breath of life. traveled the world, the skies and seas. There isn't a people she didn't meet. She bowed to the seekers, even called them by name. One by one they rose like tongues of flame. Shri Nirmala, mother of the one whom all true seekers yearned would come, clothed with the sun and the moon at her feet. She gives the love and the light we seek. Now it's up to us to live in love. No more distinctions of color or caste. Our mother gave birth to a world family, and the world in us must our mother see. Shri Nirmala, mother of the one whom all true prophets declared would come, clothed with the sun and the moon at her feet. She gives the love and the light we seek.
Mataji, 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 Mataji. माताजी दया करो, माताजी दया करो, मन में आन बसो, मन में आन बसो। माताजी दया करो, मन में आन बसो, माताजी दया करो। तुम बिना लागे सुना, तुम बिना लागे सुना, खाली घट में प्रेम भरो, खाली घट में प्रेम भरो। माताजी दया करो, मन में आन बसो, माताजी दया करो। तंत्र मंत्र पूजा नहीं जानो, तंत्र मंत्र पूजा नहीं जानो, मैं तो केवल तुमको ही मानो, मैं तो केवल तुमको ही मानो।
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Let us all stand for Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको, बैठ के दिल में हो माँ, बैठ के दिल में हो माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला माँ, कर दिया उजियाला, कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता, इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, जय निर्मल संगीत सुन लो, माधुर संगीत सुन लो, होए सखी जो सेवा, होए सखी जो सेवा, हमसे करा देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना।
Do we have the Maha Mantras, Bhaiya?
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री करके साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री करके साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी, श्री निर्मला देवी योगी शक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Let us settle down for some silent meditation for a few minutes. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all gently open our eyes. Let us all thank Shri Mataji for keeping us together and helping us meditate collectively every week. Let us also pray Mother to bless us with humility and dedication towards this journey. Let Mother help us become the complete pure spirit. Let us also pray for the world, especially for Russia and Ukraine, for peace, love, tranquility. And let us all thank Mother for always keeping us under her protection, under her love, under her guidance. And also, again and again, we cannot thank her enough for giving us our self-realization, the best gift we could ever receive. With this wonderful feeling in our heart, let us all raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Over to you, Sister Mahesh.
Thank you, Sister Ruby, for the lovely, blissful meditation today. We are also humbled and thankful to our brother Victor Vattuni from Italy, who had played for us live, singing this song, which he composed for Shri Mataji's 99th birthday. 2 days ago, he shared with me the original one. He had done it in the studio, proper recording. So I told him that we'll be playing it during this session, and he was very happy to hear that. And also we had received from another brother, 2 brothers, the Dalal brothers, Dr. Sandeep and also Milin brother from Pratistan Pune. But due to time, we couldn't play their song, but we will certainly play the song next week. We also received another beautiful song by Sister Archana Shrikant from Mumbai. She had sung the Shri Mataji Daya Karo, everything with only the mouth, no instrument, no nothing, except for the mouth. And it was so beautifully sung by Sister Archana. We thank her also. So we have so many talents, and today's Arati and Mahamantras were sung by a very universal collective, whereby we had musicians from Delhi. This was at Nirmal Dam. So also we had from Pratistan, we have from Chandigarh, from Noida. So it was a full force, like used to be like when Shri Mataji was physically present. So we had that feeling of oneness during this international puja. So we also thankful to all of them for the Arti. And now, Sister, back to you. We would like you to switch on your video and share a little bit of your experience as to how Sahaja Yoga meditation has helped you to grow, in every way. We also like to thank Brother Rohit Pratap Singh and also little Sonu for being part of our family in Kuala Lumpur since you came in 2013 to Malaysia. Mr. Ruby, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Sister. Just give me a second. Yeah, hi everyone. Jai Shri Mataji. Okay, so in the end, I would love to share a wonderful experience. My coming into Sahaja Yoga was an amazing incident I had. It's a very short story I would like to share with you. I was 19 years old when I was introduced to Sahaja Yoga by a bhaiya called Guru Prakash. He was into his engineering final year, and somehow I met him through a friend, and I was looking for something, which can help me in my studies to focus and concentrate. So I met him and he said, "Oh, I can help you with that. Why don't you follow Sahaja Yoga?" So, I listened to him. I was not very keen into, this prayer and things, but I felt that there is something which is, always I was like, I have to do something which is good for my mind, but I didn't know what I was searching for. And Bhaiya said, "Okay, do this Sahaja Yoga, Ruby. It's very good and it will help you in your studies and everything." So I really listened to him, and it was like few weeks when Bhaiya actually took sessions, with me, and like every day he used to say so many things about Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji, 1 to 2 hours. And I really love to listen, so many things. And it was amazing and overjoying for me to know so many things about Sahaja Yoga, chakras, Shri Mataji. But there was an amazing incident which happened, which actually helped me realize, the power which, the Param Chaitanya, what as Shri Mataji said in today's speech, that the Param Chaitanya is all around you. So one day, Bhaiya came to my house and my mom was helping my neighbor knit a sweater. My mom is very good in knitting. Her name is Radhika, if I'm allowed to say here.
Of course.
She was very good in knitting, and she was teaching my neighbor how to knit. And she actually knitted the entire sweater, my neighbor, and it was all wrong from top to bottom. So my mom was like really unhappy, and she said, "Oh my God, I taught you, but you did everything. All is mistaken." So that moment, Bhaiya came with Shri Mataji's album, which has had miracle photographs in it. And Bhaiya came in and he said to my mom that, "Auntie, why don't you see the miracle photographs of Shri Mataji?" At that point of time, my mom, she was really not interested. She was like, because since childhood, she was a very spiritual person, and I have seen her devotion towards Lord Shiva since childhood. She was a very dedicated Shiva worshipper. And she was like, I worship Shiva, I worship Durga. There's nothing more, bigger than them. I don't think this is anything interesting for me, but still Bhaiya insisted. And my mom sat with him to watch the miracle photographs of Shri Mataji, and I was just sitting nearby. Now my mom had this sweater, the badly knitted sweater, in her lap, and she was watching the album of Shri Mataji, and I was just sitting nearby her. And Bhaiya is explaining all the photographs. This is the miracle photograph of this puja. This is the miracle photograph of this. So he had like the entire history of all the photographs. So he was explaining my mom, and my mom was, being a spiritual person, she was somewhat inclined, and she was actually listening. So like the time went on almost an hour, and Bhaiya showed the entire album, and then he went away. He said, "Okay, Auntie, I think the album is finished. I have to go." He had some work. So when he went away, and my mom said, "How this guy will become an engineer? He's so dedicated. He's going to go to Himalayas, and he's going to meditate there. I don't think he will study. Look how he's dedicated. I don't know what's going on with him." So no, she was totally into that mindset. And then what happened? Suddenly my mom said, "Okay, I need to just fix this entire thing." So she picked up that sweater right like this. And the moment was like the amazing and the most miraculous moment for me and my mom.
It all turned out
We
good.
were stunned. Everything was all right in the sweater. My mom was amazed. I was, of course, amazed. And my mom was like speechless for a few minutes. She had no words. She was not understanding what just went right, what just happened, like right in front of her eyes. She was like amazed. She was looking at that sweater for like half an hour. Where was that mistake? How she cannot find it right now? And that was the moment when my mom and me, we actually realized that there is this amazing power of Param Chaitanya wherever, mother's presence is there. Physically, you forget, even her photograph is having these amazing powers. So this is an amazing incident I would love to share with you, and just request you all to keep this, fire of love burning in your heart all the times, because you are being watched by the Param Chaitanya, you are being watched by Mother. Always have this dedication in your heart, always surrender to her, and always believe in her, into Shri Mataji, into the Param Chaitanya. So that is what I would like to say today. Thank you, Sister Mahesh.
Thank you so much, Ruby. It's an amazing story. And I'm sure that all your parents, your parents and family are also practicing Sahaja Yoga, right?
Yes, they do. They do. Yes, that thing changed everything.
Yeah. Congratulations to all of them. So thank you, everyone. So thank you for joining us today. And today my internet was a little bit wobbly, so I sincerely apologize for that little hiccups. And today our IT person, our young Yuva, Yuvendran from Malaysia. Thank you, Yuven, for helping us today, because Mushkan is busy in Nirmal Dham and Anupam is having some exams. So we'd like to thank Yuvendran for stepping in also. Thank you, everyone. So looking forward to seeing you again next week, Tuesday, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.